Before I begin this update, I'd like to digress a moment and talk about a serious topic. For those of you who don't know or don't follow American sports, safety Demar Hamlin on the NFL's Buffalo Bills suffered a serious and terrifying cardiac arrest injury during Monday night's football game against the Cincinnati Bengals. As of the recording of this video, late afternoon of Wednesday, January 4th, 2023, he is still listed in critical condition in the University of Cincinnati's hospital. He's only 24 years old and was reportedly accompanied by his family, who was at the game, head coach Sean McDermott, wide receiver Stephon Diggs, and a few others. This injury took place during my live stream on Monday, and as such, you could hear some of my reaction to the incident. This would also explain my silence for a good amount of the stream for those of you who were there. However, out of respect, I've decided to private the live stream, and I will not include any clips involving Demar Hamlin in any stream highlights I decide to upload. I will, however, post a link to his charity foundation in the description of this video and in a pinned comment. The foundation, known as the Chasing M's Foundation Community, had an initial goal of $25,000. Actually, wait, no, I think it's $2,500. It's now reached over $6.5 million in under 2 days and is still growing. The charity was created to support children in need by providing toy drives, back-to-school drives, kids' camps, and more. If you have a moment and some money to spare, please consider donating. Otherwise, keep this young man in your thoughts and prayers and hope he makes it out all right. With that said, let me begin by saying 2022 was a bit of a down year for this channel, at least in the second half. Despite this, I managed to hit 2,000 subscribers this year, a milestone I am beyond excited about. I'd like to thank you all for that and for your continued viewership. I hope that 2023 can be a bigger year for my channel. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have a lot of questions regarding what the current state of the channel is. The same can be said for the shorts, remasters, and Season 2 of So Then and Now. I'm here to tell you all now that So Then and Now is not canceled, but I had almost no time to work on it during college. The next big project on my channel will be the Episode 2 remaster. It is currently being edited, and I hope to have it out by the end of the month. After that, I have 2 more episode remasters and 4 shorts to go before Season 1 of So Then and Now is officially finished. I hope to get a lot of the editing done by the time I go back to college, but I can't guarantee that. However, another goal I have is to finish all of the scripts for Season 2 by the time I go back to college. This is another goal that is very achievable, but not one that I intend to rush. I need to buckle down and get to work, but work slowly and carefully in order to ensure the best possible product. In terms of when Season 2 will be released, there are a lot of moving pieces that are occurring at once that need to be placed together. I'll go through each of them now. Scripting. As of right now, Episode 11 is the only script that is 100% complete. However, I'm working diligently to get the other episodes and shorts complete. I'm collaborating with several friends and talented writers that will help ensure Season 2 is far superior to the first season. Episode 12 has begun its 4th or 5th draft, Episode 13 is beginning its 2nd, Episode 14 is concluding its 1st, Episode 15 and 16 are about halfway done their 1st, and unfortunately I've yet to start Episode 17 through 20, but they will begin in the coming days as I finally have an idea of how I want them to go. Props. I'm going to split this part into 2 portions. Engines and rolling stock wise, I've made a lot of changes and I've made some new additions. Firstly, I've updated my Thomas, Edward, Percy, Toby, Diesel, and Rusty models. Additionally, about 20 of my engines aren't even here right now. A good friend of mine, Farquhar, is finishing up the commissions I requested. Farquhar has done an incredible job and I am beyond excited to show off these new customs and modifications. To give you an idea, my Donald, Douglas, Oliver, Bill, Ben, Stepney, Boko, Mavis, Airy, Bert, Sir Handel, and Peter Sam are all there, as well as some other pieces that are being turned into completely new and different characters. Who, might you ask? Well, you'll see when the time comes. In terms of sets and buildings, this is where things get difficult. My goal is to completely rid myself of the Lego Duplo blocks on sets. They'll still have their uses for elevation and such in the background where they can't be seen, but I no longer wish to use them for buildings and platforms. As such, I had to invest a lot of money in new buildings and platforms. Finding money to do so has been difficult, so filming likely will not commence until spring break or when I return for the summer. Voice actors. I'm still looking for a few voice actors to fill a few important roles. I plan on doing another casting call as well as getting a few more background actors on board to fill in smaller roles. I've also gone about switching a few current roles with people already on the cast, the details of which I will reveal when the final cast is announced. A video announcing the final cast will be released once I have everything together. Production. If you saw my update video last year, you know that I intended to film both seasons 2 and 3 at the same time. This was my goal until about a month ago when I decided pouring all my focus on just season 2 for now would be a good idea. I want this series to be the best it can be, and that's not possible if I'm rushing to get 20 episode scripts and 20 to 40 short scripts out. So instead, I'm going to focus on just season 2. I will, however, be filming all of season 2 at once. My goal is to finish filming all of season 2 by the end of the summer when I leave for college in mid to late August. Post-production. Another investment I would like to make is investing in a new editor. iMovie, to put it frank, is buns, and season 2 is going to require a lot of green screen editing and special effect editing that iMovie most likely is not capable of handling. I expect editing for Season 2 to be a lot more tedious than Season 1 because aside from Boomer's Reign and a bit of the work begins, Season 1 was fairly straightforward editing-wise. In addition, I intend to update the thumbnails of all of my episodes and have someone else design the thumbnails for Season 2 and onwards. Photoshop and photo editing is not a particular strong suit of mine, and I want my videos to look appealing. That's all I have to say in regards to Soto Then and Now. In terms of some other projects, I'm going to do another Q&A announcement video in the coming weeks so that anyone that wants their questions answered can do so. I'll put rules in place when I make said video. I'd also like to start doing more reviews again. I have a unique way I'd like to dissect certain items and my personal experience with them. These aren't just my toys, they're my props, and I want to tell their stories. Let me know if you'd like to see that, and I'll get started on them. I have 2 other projects I'd like to begin this year, but they are at the very bottom of my priorities. I don't know if and when these projects will even happen, but if they do, they will take up a lot of time and a lot of content on this channel. There's one that is more likely to happen than the other, but it requires risking my props, which I'm not sure I want to do. If I can find an alternative means of seeing this project through, I'd feel a lot more comfortable. It's a very different type of project, one that I haven't done in a very long time. Longtime viewers of mine will know what I'm talking about. The other project can be explained in one word, but I won't do so just yet. Other than that, I plan on making an updated collection video, so watch out for that. I'd also like to hear what you all want to see from me, besides a sequel to this video. That's not happening. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. Before I conclude, I'd like to shout out a few users. Firstly, I'd like to give a shout out to my friends Doorknob123, The Pannier Jester, MaxMonty1516, Coldifel1, and Reneus Productions for assisting with writing Season 2. Doorknob especially requires a huge thanks as he and I have worked tirelessly on making Season 2 as best as it can be. In addition, I'd like to thank 6 Small Wheels, FergusFan1, and TrainGuy56 for offering to help rebrand my channel and design new thumbnails for my videos. And finally, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Farquhar for agreeing to make modifications and customs for nearly 20 of my engines. Farquhar has done an incredible job, and as stated before, I'm incredibly grateful for that. Many of the characters you will see on screen are because of Farquhar's incredible work. With that said, I think that's all I have to say. Please consider subscribing or becoming a member of the channel to help the channel grow. Doing so would also help Season 2 come out a lot quicker. I'd like to try and regrow my fan base this year. A GTSH Productions resurgence would be amazing, if not unrealistic. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all soon, hopefully.